It's hard to believe we've got just over 10 weeks to go until March 7 through to the 11th of March in 2012, and we'll see thousands of people right here in the heart of Christchurch at Hagley Park in New Zealand for the Ellerslie International Flower Show. And with me now is the General Manager of the Ellerslie International Flower Show, Dave Mee. Hi, thanks for talking to us.
G'day Dave, how are you doing?
We thought we'd pop down with 10 weeks to go so you can tell us a little bit about what we can expect here. But first of all, some great news after the disappointment of Ellerslie being cancelled because of the earthquakes earlier this year. Great news with a new sponsor.
Yeah, we're particularly excited with the new sponsor, Egmont Seed Company. They're the biggest flower seed company in New Zealand, and they're going to bring so many flowers to Ellerslie. They're going to bring hanging baskets, pot plants. Everyone's going to be given a gift as they leave the show as well, so we're really excited about that.
And they're a New Zealand sponsor as well, and they're right behind the show for a few years as well.
Yeah, the brilliant thing is they're locally owned and operated. They've come out of the Taranaki region, but they've got people growing on flowers right from Kerikeri to Invercargill. So it's something that we've never quite achieved before, where the entire country has embraced the show.
Fantastic. Now, as we look about, as our viewers can see, there's not a lot going on here in Hagley Park. We've got a giant Christmas tree over there in the distance, if you can see that. Tell us about, in 10 weeks from now, what is this area going to look like? What can we expect?
Yeah, well, it's quite amazing how it transforms, because what happens is we take the site in early February and it would be pretty similar to this. And what happens is the designers come in and they slowly start creating their gardens in their little space. And it's interesting watching the build-up, because the first week or so it looks just like a construction site. Come to the last week of the show, you just got these beautiful gardens popping up everywhere, and they look like they've been there forever.
Now, what's the reaction been like from the designers, from all the people taking part in the floral art displays, the people who are doing the gardens, but also the reaction from the public who are going to come along?
Well, the designers are just pleased to have a show again, and most of the designers who didn't finish their designs for last year's shows, they're back, they're excited. I think it's a new beginning for us, and it feels like a fresh start in a lot of ways. And the public, I think they feel like they got cheated last year. They didn't get a show, and having had the commitment they've shown to Ellerslie in the past, we're expecting some big numbers this year, and we've already sold over 10,000 tickets, so we're really excited about that.
Well, we're looking forward to the countdown to Ellerslie, March 7, 2012. Before we finish up though, the one highlight this year, what is the must-see for this year, or for next year I should say?
Wow, that's a difficult one. I think I'd have to go with, we've got 4 previous gold medal designers designing the future Christchurch city gardens, and I think that's going to be spectacular, and that's not to be missed. But you've got designers from Auckland, Wellington and Christchurch giving their impression about how future city gardens could look in the inner city.
Fantastic. Dave Mee, General Manager of the Ellerslie International Flower Show. We'll look forward to seeing you again before we get to March 7 next year.
Fantastic. Absolutely looking forward to it. Can't wait.